This is tutorial about the illusion of the space, the op art, what we discussed in class. Yes, so I will give tutorial for each of our steps. So the first one is let's create a workspace. Let's create a narrow triangle. A narrow rectangle. Just to make sure it's filled with the color, but there's no borders or no outline here, no stroke. Yeah. So that's Command C, Command F, copy, paste to the front, and I'm holding Option Shift to drag it down. Yeah, so I can just hit Option Shift to repeat, copy, paste, but I can also use the blend method we learned from previous lecture. Give it a distance, and we select both of them. We go to Blend Tool, double click, specified steps. I can give it 15 or 20, yes, any number you want. Let's click OK, and blending. I'm hitting the first one, clicking on the second one. So here is I got the parallel lines here. So then I'm going to Object, Envelope Distort, Make with Mesh. So let's set the number for the rows and the columns. Yeah, it's just depend on the density you want, but usually 4, 5, 6 they all works okay. So I want less, so I will decrease and I will hit OK. Then I'm going to direct selection tool. I'm going to double click on these points and drag it. Yeah, make sure you are using the direct selection tool to drag, because the selection tool will not work. Make sure you are selecting this one. I'm just going to drag, create a sense of space, right? It's an illusion of the space. There is a tabs here. So you can just drag in the way you want. Yeah, actually just play with it. Yeah, so this is the first way we can use the mesh tool to build the space. So it would be the same thing if we create a pattern for it. Got a pattern, going to fill with a color, going to create another one. Beside it, I'm going to give another color here. So I select both of them. I go to Object, Pattern, Make. Sorry. So hit OK. New pattern. So now they are just simply connecting to each other, but I would want them to break by row. So I can use this drop down menu, break by row. So this is the pattern I will get. That's pretty good, looks good right now, so I will hit down. Yeah, so I don't need this tool. I'm going to create another shape. Then as you go to the swatch is here. It's located here. So if you can't find it, you will go to the Windows and find your swatch. Yeah, some here, right? So if you go to the swatch, you can see the pattern you just created. So I'm going to hit this one, and you will see this is the pattern I just created. The same thing is I'm going to Object, but this time I'm going to expand it first. I'm hitting OK. Then I go to Object, Envelope Distort, Make with Mesh. Yes, so now I want more mesh this time. I can just increase the number, and hit OK. The same thing is I may go to the direct selection tool. Make sure this one is selected. Direct selection tool. Double click on the points and drag. So you can create a illusion of space by create a pattern and use the mesh tool. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, so this is the first way we can create an illusion of space. So let's try some other tools. So this time I'm going to draw a square. So you may use any other shapes you want. Yeah, make sure it's just an outline. There's no color. Don't fill with color here. Just check that. So let's go to Effect, Distort, Transform. I'm going to transform. First, I'm going to make some adjustment with the scale. Let's give it a smaller scale down. I think 80, 85, 90, just try them. Just try a number you want. Then I'm going to rotate the square. So I want to make sure that you can see I got a smaller square here, right? So this is the one I would want to transform, but you would want to make sure that the smaller one is inside the big one. So you will just rotate slightly. So if you give it rotate too much, it will go across the borders. So just think 17 works well. And I'm going to give it 20 copies, or you can give it more copy or less copies. So I'm going to hit OK. So this is what I got. I got 20 copies of the square, and they are consistently rotate, decrease the size, rotate, decrease the size. So that's why I got this pattern here. Then I'm going to hit here, swipe, fill, and stroke. That means my shape fill with the color button doesn't have any stroke. So swipe. You see what's happening? Yeah, so now I want to swipe fill with color. Yeah, I will keep this one. So I'm going to the object. This time I'm going to expand the appearance. Expand the appearance. So you may see the lines inside the shape. The next step is let's go to Effect, Pathfinder, Exclude. You see, you will get this shape. Yeah, this the same thing if you use the polygon tool, use the star tool, just any tools you want. Yeah, so outline, I'm going to repeat the process again. The shape with outline, go to Effect, distort, transform, and decrease the scale. Distort, rotate. Make sure the smaller one is inside the larger one. Give it copies, hit OK. Swipe the fill and stroke. And object, expand appearance, then go to Effect, Pathfinder, Exclude. So you see there are different types of patterns you got, and it's the illusion of the space. You can increase, you can zoom in, zoom out to see there is a sense of movement here. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, so the next thing I would want to do is another way we can create a space. Yeah, so first I want to repeat our practice in the class. We practice about Command C, Command F, and hold Option Shift to decrease the size towards the center, or increase the size from the center. Yeah, so as you click Command C, Command F, that means copy paste to the front. is already copied. You can't see it because it's placed at the front of the original one. As you hit Option Shift, means you just skew down the object towards the center, but it still keep the proportion of the square. Yeah, just you can practice the shortcut key Command C, Command F, Option Shift, and decrease. Yeah, so it's a much easier way for you to copy paste something and put it to the center. So you don't have to Command C, Command V, and decrease the size. Put it to the center. That's kind of takes time, right? So use the shortcut key. So now let's swipe, fill, and stroke. So I want to have a square but fill with color. So let's Command Z, Command F, Option Shift, decrease the size towards the center. So now I have a larger square and a smaller square. I can't see it because it's all black, but actually the smaller one is inside it. So let's the same thing is let's blend it. Make sure your blending settings is correct. So you can give it a larger number or keep 50. Let's hit OK. And then go to Object, Blend, Make a blend. Then you can't see anything, but that's fine. If you go to Effect, Pathfinder, Exclude. This is the thing we'll get. Yeah, so I will go into create no more space with my artboard. So now I want to hit Command C, Command F, Option Shift, just copy and paste another one. Copy and paste. Yeah, because I want to try different effects here. Yeah, so let's go to first one. If you double click, you can select the center one, the center point, and you can drag in the way you want. Oh, there's another one here. That's why. Okay, another one. Now it looks good. You just double click, drag it. So when you select it, you can go to Effect, Distort and Transform. You can go through this list. So if I go to Pucker and Blot, go to the Pucker, go to the Blot, you see that's totally different results. Hit OK. Double click to the center, go to Effect, Distort, Transform, Pucker, Blot. This time go to Blot. Hit OK. I got a flower here. That's interesting. Double click, Effect, Distort, Transform, Roughen. Okay, there's something different. Yeah. Double click to the center. Go to Effect, Distort, Transform. You can play with the horizontal, vertical, and distort. Hit OK. Oh, that's because, okay, I think another one just hide inside. Yeah, just kind of go through the list. Double click to the center. This time, let's go to transform again. Can rotate, play with, try and drag the slide bar and rotate. Let's see what's happening here. Let's click OK. Double click. Okay, I think I've copied too much. Yeah, I copied too much, so that's fine. I'm going to delete the one. I'm going to delete the one I don't need. Yeah, here. Okay, let's select the center. Go to Pathfinder. This time zigzag, not Pathfinder, transform and distort. Yes, drag the slide bar, drag, just to try different results. Yeah, sometimes it takes time because there is too much information here. Decrease. Yeah, that's interesting one. Hit OK. Yeah, double click this one. So you can also try the warp. Go through the list here, the warp options. Drag the slide bar. Hit OK. Double click the center point, effect, warp, and go to just try the list. Anything. You see, there's many things you can try. Fish. Yeah, so if you don't double click, you can just click the whole composition here. So effect, warp, okay, it turns to the shape of a fish. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. You just go through this list and go through this list. And you can always also you can always go to the envelope distort, make with mesh. Probably too much for this one. Hit OK, and use the switch to the direct selection tool and double click, drag to create the way you want to. Yes, this to create the way you like. Try different options here. Yeah, so that's the way we're using, we're creating the op art. Yeah, so let's move to the next one. Next one is, so first let's make some practice. Let's create a shape with outline. Then let's right click and go to transform. Here is a transform tool. So if you hit move, here is a panel. You can adjust the distance. You can increase the distance that you want to move. You can increase the angle. You can decide the angle, transform the angle. You see, I got more distance here. If I hit select a copy here, and I continually clicking on Command D, I got this composition. So that means it just keep continuing copy and paste by maintaining the distance I just set up in the panel. It's the same thing like if I create a line here. I want to make sure I got a width here. So if I want to rotate this line, right click, transform, rotate. So you can set an angle you want to rotate, probably like 10, any angle you want. I will hit copy. You see the line has been rotated in 10 degree. But if I keep clicking on Command D, it will just keep copy, paste, and rotate 10 degree constantly. Command D. Yeah, right click, transform. This time let's go to the scale here. So if I want to consistently decrease the size towards the center point, so I will hit, I want to decrease it by 80% because it's uniform, so I think this part will gonna change, you see. If I hit copy, Command D, just keep copy and paste and scale down the size towards the center. So that's a very helpful tool. You can copy and paste tool you can use. Yeah, just to make something fun. Yeah, so now let's do some another way to create our part. I'm drawing a triangle, and I just rotate it a little bit, like place it like this way. Object, repeat, residue. So you can drag the white points to increase the distance. Click and drag to increase the density. Increase the distance, increase the density. Increase the distance, increase the density. Yeah. So I'm holding the shift and click on these points and drag it down. Drag to decrease the size if you think it's too big for your artboard. So I'm going to right click, transform, scale down to 80%, copy, Command D, Command D, Command D towards. So it's just keep moving towards the center. So this is also provide the sense of space here. Okay, let's select them all. That's the same thing if you created a curvature line here. So let's use the curvature tool. Switch it to the stroke. Increase the width of the stroke. Give it a degree here. So I'm going to object, repeat, redo. Increase the density, increase the size, increase the distance, increase the density, increase the size, increase the distance. Yeah, right click, transform, scale, and decrease the percentage and hit on copy. Command D, Command D, keep clicking Command D. Yeah, so this is what you will get for yeah, so you can always create a shape and using transform tool to just transform tool to try these settings to create op art. Next, I'm going to create a grid. So this is outline of a square, and you can go to so now I'm going to right click and transform, scale. I want to scale it down, so 80% is okay. So I'm going to hit copy, Command D, Command D, Command D, Command D. Yeah, so then I'm going to the pen tool. I'm going to create a diagonal line, click, click, connecting the 2 points. Then I'm going to increase the width of the stroke. So I want to rotate this copy and paste, but rotate the line at the same time. So I'm going to make sure I'm selected the line and right click, go to transform and rotate. So I want to divide it this shape evenly, so I'm going to give it 30 degree and hit copy. Let's say I got a copy of the line rotate with 30 degree. If continue clicking Command D, Command D, Command D, it will continue to do that. So that's the way I divided the square into 30 degree each piece by using the diagonal line. So I select everything here and I go to the shape builder tool, click it. If you hold on the option key, so in Windows you have to hold on your Alt key. So hit Option or Alt key, you could see a minus mark here. So you can just swipe on the line segment you don't want to clean the lines that came out the outline here. So just click to delete the lines you don't want. Then I just move my finger off the artboard, lose my finger here. So I go to select a color, and you can see I can fill in the grid with the way I want, just by clicking the small shapes. The shape filter has helped me to divide the grid into separate small pieces here. So that's why I can easily just fill in the color. So by using this way, you can create any types of grid you want and fill in the color in the way you want. You don't have to just do exactly the same thing as me. Yeah, sometimes it goes slow because there are too many information. Yeah, so I'm going to stop here before my laptop just crash. Yeah. So next, another way we can create a space is right click, square, fill with color. So I'm always copy paste another one. I'm always using the square as the example, but you are always free to use any shapes you want. Create a, so I just narrow down my square. Command C, Command F, distort with 90°. Rotate with 90° here. Go to Windows, Pathfinder tool. Unite the two rectangle, so they turns into one piece. I'm going to place it on the middle of the square. Select everything. You see, select everything and use the blend tools. Specified steps. 20 is okay. Hit OK. Object, blend, make. Then if you go to Effect, Pathfinder, Extrude, you will get this one. So how it looks like just determined by what kind of shapes or compositions you are using at the middle. For this one, I'm using the straight cross. But now I'm going to try something else. I will just also start with the cross, unite it. But if you go to Effect, Distort Transform, you can pucker plot, drag the slide bar. You can change your the cross into different types of shapes, and hit OK. Decrease the size, place it at the center. Select everything. Go to Object, Blend, Make. Go to View. Go to Effect. Pathfinder, Extrude. Yeah, see, you got a very different thing from the first one. Just depends on what shapes you are using to blend with the square. Let's try something else. Rotate. So it doesn't to be always cross. I just unite the two of them. So it could be any other shapes you want to use. So let's go to effect, distort, transform. This time I'm going to roughen. Okay, place it back in the middle, decrease a little bit, select everything, object, blend, make, go to effect, Pathfinder exclude. Yeah, this is another results. So just try to play with different shapes. So those are the different ways we can create some space of parts here. So yeah, so for the weekend, just practice with the different functions and create your own op art. Yeah. Thank you for watching.